YouTube. What's up? It's your boy, Original Dog Man John Castro. In this video here, I turned the camera sideways for some of y'all, because some of y'all like it like that. But I needed to show these fragrances for you guys. Side effect: Armani Code Absolute, Armani Code Profumo, Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo Signature, Manceras Instant Crush, Halloween Man X, and Burberry London, I believe that's called. Um, Now every last one of these fragrances has a vibe in it, and I'm gonna title this video "Vibes" because this is exactly what these fragrances give me. If I was really picky, all of these would be redundant buys for me. If I wasn't into fragrances the way I was, if I was just a regular dude off the street and I knew nothing about fragrances, I would have purchased all of these and I would have said they all smell alike. They all have the same vibe. Now, I know I can pick out the complexity in a fragrance. I can pick out the smoothness in a fragrance. I can pick out the harsh opening in a fragrance. I can pick out the similarities in a fragrance and the difference in those similarities with the almond note and the leather and tonka note. And I can pick out the genericness in the fragrance, and I can pick out the cheapness in the fragrance. Okay? Now, what all these fragrances in front of me have is that dank cedar note. Depending on which fragrance I'm talking about, that dank cedar note gets really bad with me. This one, and this one, and this one. What I can deal with, believe it or not, this one too a little bit, but this one has that leather note that calms it back, pulls it back. This one is complexity that pulls it back and makes me can stand it. So these two are actually, these three right here are my favorite out of all of these. These three: smoothness, leather that pulls it back, complexity that pulls it back. The rest of these, if I wanted to wear a powerhouse dank cedar, it would be this. This Armani Code Profumo is powerful, man. And it lasts on my skin 20 some hours. And I smell that dank cedar. It's bad in this one. And nothing pulls it back in here. Not the Tonka. Fuck. It's just, it's an ass kicker. It's an ass kicker. Plus, I am getting sick, but man, I'm telling you, that this bitch is harsh. That opening is harsh and it's powerful and it kicks ass. And when I first bought this, I shit you not, I didn't know much about fragrances and I didn't know much about smelling them. But as I kept on buying fragrances, I started to realize certain things. That this is just too powerful for me. Like, I wouldn't want to wear this anymore unless it was like freezing fucking below 100 degrees, really fucking cold. Then I would pull this out. This one here, I like this one. I like that almond note. The almond note kind of pulls it back, but it just doesn't project for me. And I don't get any compliments. So I like getting compliments. So I would wear this just for me. See, that almond note pulls that dank cedar back on this one. Or whatever it is. It could be cedar, it could be oak, it could be some kinds of wood, sandalwood, or some cheap sandalwood or something that makes it really not, smell all that great. But that actually smells good. It has this nice sweetness to it. But the way that all these go, if you pull one or two ingredients out of each and every one of these, they'd all smell alike. If you pull the almond out of here, it'll smell like the rest of them. If you pull the leather out of here, it smells like the rest of them. If you pull the complexity out of this one, because this one is complex as shit. I like this one. Um, the way they blended this side effect is no joke. Um, it'll smell like the rest of them. If you add something to this, take away the generic and the synthetic notes out of here, it'll smell like the rest of them. Yeah, this one has like, I don't know, some kind of sweet berry. This one has that sweet almond berry or something. But they all have the same ass motherfucking vibe. They all have the same motherfucking vibe. So put it like this: if you were to walk past an untrained nose wearing any of these fragrances, say, say, you were working with an untrained nose, someone who has an untrained nose, and you were Burberry London the first day. Ooh, you smell good. You were Halloween Man X. Wow, you got the same fragrance on today. You wore it on the third day. Wow, that smells just like your other two fragrances that you have. You see what I'm saying? No one would be able to tell the difference. No one would be able to tell the difference except for you. Now, the only one that would be set apart in this as far as being powerful and projecting is side effect. That would be in its own fucking category. But it still has the same vibe. But an untrained nose might be able to pick up the fact that you got on something way more fucking complex and way more fucking expensive. It would smell more rich to them. But the rest of these, they're pretty much all the same. They're pretty much, I hate to say it, they're pretty much, to me, redundant buys. Am I okay with it? Yeah, I am, because my nose has grown to the point where I can tell the difference in all of these. But to the average Joe on the street, man, they wouldn't be able to tell the difference, and that's the truth. So if you guys are looking for some good cheapies or some nice designers or a really expensive niche, this is your ticket right here. As far as Tonka, richness, resinous, as far as darkness, mysterious, as far as that goes, then this is your ticket. All right, they have a couple more, like Baccarat Rouge 540 is in this category. I don't know, maybe Pure Malt or Pure Havana. Really, not really tobaccos in here, but something like that. Gucci Guilty, Absolute for men, kind of might be in this category. Stronger with You kind of might be in this category. But to me, these that I have here, that I know for a fact, if I spray these on, they're the dry down. They're all gonna smell alike. People are gonna walk by you and be like, either they don't like it or either they really like it. But most of the time, these kinds of frags here are mass appealing. People really like them. Some people don't catch that earthy, woody, dank cedar or oak note, oak wood or gaiac wood or sandalwood. It smells like fucking dank ass wood, and and a lot of people like that. I don't like that. I like for most of my fragrances nowadays, as my nose has grown, to be more on the fruitier, more on the lavender, more on the patchouli, more on the bergamot, that type of deal, right? And I like the complexity with the ambroxan, like Sauvage. I'm more on the Club Daniel 8 Intense side. I do like these frags for their darkness. I do. But if you're gonna bring darkness, into my frags, do it with leather. Please do it with leather. Do it with suede. Do it with there's different kinds of leather. There's the leather jacket feel. That's Tom Ford's ombre leather, and then there's the shoe leather. I like both leathers. There's shoe leather like Dunhill Desire Red Extreme. That's like a sweet shoe leather. Do it that way. I know that sounds weird, but if you actually smell Dunhill Icon Desire Red Extreme, it smells like a shoe leather, Tom Ford's ombre leather, and Godolphin, and Tom Ford's ombre leather and Godolphin, they're more like a jacket leather, and Oud for Greatness is more like a leather couch. All right, that's what I'm noticing. But these here, this is a great leather fragrance. This one makes you feel like yeah. See, this one makes you feel like you're in a smoky room, and you got a leather jacket on. This is like almost like a leather jacket, cheap leather jacket though. And you're in there with the mob playing cards. That's what that makes me feel like. But they're all pretty much gonna give you off the same vibes. They're dark, they're resinous, they're woodsy, and they're sweet. All of them. You cannot argue that fucking fact. Any of you bitches out there that want to try to argue me this, fucking slap yourself. They're dark, they're resinous, they're woodsy, and they're sweet. Now prove me wrong, motherfuckers. I dare you to. You know, you're always going to have opposition in videos. Someone's going to come in and going to say, no, blah, 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 blah. This one, there's no opposition. There is no fucking denying what I'm saying here. Those 4 fucking attributes, those 4 categories, these fucking fragrances are dark, they're woodsy, they're resinous, and they're sweet. Now fucking dare you to fucking say something else. These are fucking objective facts. I'm sorry if you fucking feel otherwise, but none of these bitches are bright. None of these bitches are oceanic. None of these bitches are fucking airy and fresh. These are not freshies. Alright? So if any of you motherfuckers want to come to me, man, look, just fucking unsubscribe to my channel, please. If you wanna argue with me with any of these fragrances right here in front of me, right now, and say that they're oceanic or that they're airy and fresh, man, shoot your fucking self. For real. Like just pop a cap. Cause there's no cap here. They give off the same fucking vibes. Every last one of these. Every last one of these. They give off the same vibes. And I'm making this video for those people who are trying to figure out what's what as far as fragrances. Like the new collectors. There's a bunch of fucking people who starting up their YouTube channels that don't have many subscribers. That don't know jack shit about fragrances. Look, I've given you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I should have pulled out more. I know I have a couple more in there that gives off the same type of vibe. Alright?